behind you. It's a bookshelf. So you are a very studious person, right?
Right now, yeah, I'm 24/7 studying all the time.
Yes.
So let me
Yes.
know about
Okay,
yourself
so let me
too.
introduce
Yeah,
myself
yeah.
also. Yes. So, as you know, my name is Momita. I am from West Bengal and I completed my master's in mathematics. I used to teach students mathematics,
Mhm.
but currently I'm just working on myself, on my communication skills. That's why I run a YouTube channel also by the name English Vibes with Momita. And recently I have started giving classes to the beginners because
Mhm.
through this YouTube I got so many students. They approached me to start teaching. So again, I have started this with spoken English. That's
Yeah,
pretty much about me.
that's a big
Not
shift.
switch. My genre is completely
Uh,
mathematics, and I again I will start this. But for now these days, since I am getting so many requests, then I thought, okay, if I can help someone, that would be good. So that's
mm,
why it's completely for beginners. They are struggling to start their speaking journey. So that's
mm.
why I am just helping them.
Yeah, so I want to ask you like your experience so far teaching the students who are at the beginner stage. What types of difficulties are you facing? Especially, I know I was in that particular phase, so it's really hard, isn't it, to teach someone, especially when they only know about vocab and they know grammar, but they don't know how to how to add them all together and express them. So tell
Right.
me about your experience in teaching.
hmm So far the experience is really good. That they are really struggling. They know everything, just we know writing, we know reading, but when it's coming to so many things are in their mind, but they are
Yeah,
unable to express that. It's their main difficulties. So
yeah.
when I ask someone, please tell me something about this, a very basic point, very basic topic. So maybe there are so many things inside your mind, but they are
Mm,
unable to explain. It's their main problem. What I am facing right now, that most of the students are like that. And I also got some students that not some, if I can say that one or two, they are struggling with the basic vocabulary also. That's a very big,
mm,
difficult part for me because I am not an
mm.
English teacher
Yeah,
completely. I can help them to start speaking. So in that case, I think that it's really difficult that if someone don't know the meaning of some word, like they are continuously translating every word
yeah,
that from Bengali to English,
yeah.
that is very difficult. Otherwise, everything is good.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. No, you know what? When I was in my university doing debate, this is exactly thing happened with me. I was like super fast to catch my opponent argument, but when I was replying them, I was thinking first in Bangla, then translating in English, and in between this time, I many time I lost my point of view or I forgot what was I supposed to say. So yeah, in beginner
Right,
stage
right.
it happened. We all translated.
Mhm.
So
I
what is
completely
your
relate to
suggestion?
you.
Yeah, what is your suggestion to solve or overcome this situation, especially translating part?
Practice. It's only practice. Just be consistent and practice. Because this is the only one solution. It's try to make it a habit that I am thinking in English and I am replying it. What happens generally, we always, it, I can relate, completely relate to
Mm.
you. Suppose I am trying to say something, but all those idea is in my mind in Bengali.
Yeah.
And now my struggle is I have to translate this from Bengali to English. I have to, and we always try to say everything correct. So I have to make everything grammatically correct.
Yeah.
And by this time, I am actually forgetting my
Yeah.
main point,
Actual
that
thing,
what
what I
I
am
want to
supposed to
say.
say. Yeah.
Right. Just what I did just start from the very short sentence that now I'm drinking water, now I'm having my
Mm.
breakfast, everything. Now I'm not thinking in Bengali.
Yeah.
So gradually you can say that suppose you had a conversation with your friend, try to now say everything without thinking in Bengali. Just start completely start in English. And gradually you can overcome because you can speak properly, you have a confidence level, definitely you can overcome this problem.
Yeah. Definitely. You know what? I had a great conversation last weekend with an Irish lady, and there we were discussing about
Okay.
intermediate level. Like she always put me like she thought like I was between 6 to 6.5 in IELTS speaking English. So I asked her like why I am stuck in this place. Why can't I move on? So it was her answer like in at the beginning stage you can see your progress rapidly, but when you reach certain level it's difficult to move on, because when you learn how to generate your ideas, when you learn express yourself, then comes other part like grammatical articulation or simple tense
Mhm.
perfection like article preposition. It's also one of the toughest spots to be at. So let me know your point of view about our assessment.
Definitely. When you want to start speaking, after 2 to 3 months, you get a confidence and you get a very happy feelings that wow, now I can speak. But
Yeah,
after some days, you will feel that uh, I am trying to express a complex sentence, but I am facing problem. I am saying it in a different way, in some way I am just getting stuck. So this kind of problem. And mainly the grammatical issues. So many people say that grammar is not important for speaking English, but
mhm,
it's only for the initial days.
yeah,
After some days, definitely we have to work on our grammar. Otherwise, just you are speaking continuously and with wrong grammar, that is really, it's not sound good. I don't
yeah,
feel, I feel so. That's why for me also, I am now working, really working hard that whenever I am speaking, I need to say everything correct. And that should become gradually. Not I am
yeah,
forcing in between that. I am thinking that it should be this tense or that tense, not. So this is the challenge when you are in intermediate level that you have to say everything correctly. You have to just think about preposition and
yeah,
article, everything.
yeah, exactly. And my point of view, uh, I have been in this stage for a long time, and I have attempted many times, like many platform I used for IELTS mock test, and over I was getting 5.5, see, so I was, giving my all, but despite my all effort, I wasn't moving. And later I realized that only speaking or only listening, it's not gonna solve your problem. If you want to jump up, if you want to level up your skill, then you need to practice four module altogether. You need to read, you need to write. Then what you are saying that article or preposition part, this will, solve. Rather, only speaking or listening part is not gonna help you to jump from 6 to 8
Right,
or 6 to 7 part.
right. And like I want to mention here two things like shadowing and reading. These two things, initially you can feel that why am I doing this? It's just waste of time. It will not help me to be fluent or be an advanced speaker. But this helps a lot. If you do shadowing practice continuously for 30 days or 35 days after that, you can see a huge change, like from MTI, from pronunciation, and definitely with the correct formation of sentence. So shadowing and reading, this can help. The thing is that I believe that the pronunciation, that suppose I am mispronouncing something,
Yeah,
that would be difficult for anybody. Suppose someone is from India but different country, sorry, different state. Then they should understand every word, right? What I am
mhm,
saying. It's not all about accent. It's only the pronunciation. We should pronounce every letter correctly. So yes, and MTI issue, we have MTI issue, and that's
yeah,
natural because we are Bengali and all the time we are speaking in
yeah.
Bengali.
Mother
And
tongue
you can say
influence
that
is natural, isn't it? We are thinking 24/7
yes,
different language, and suddenly we are speaking another language. And
yes.
how come it's not appear?
If you listen to any South Indian people from the speaking, you can understand that they are South Indian
Yeah.
just from their speaking. And so this is not bad. This is good. But accent is completely different things. If anybody can want to pick accent, that's their
Hmm.
choice. But
Right,
I
right.
believe that pronunciation should be correct.
Yeah, you know what? I have many friends who are living overseas, and they have been living more than 4 to 5 years, and still they are speaking with Bengali accent and typical Bengali accent. So it's not about
That's
like
good.
it's not about if you want to improve, you can do it. I don't believe it. Either you have strong willpower, strong motivation, and every module or tactical abilities, strategies also. Then I believe it can possible. Rather, if you only focus on improving part, then this accent part won't happen. It's another level.
Right. But one thing is that we should understand every accent because I was also in USA for 4 years.
Hmm.
So I faced the issue that I could not understand first their accent. They are speaking. When they are speaking, so it's also their very normal things because their mother tongue is English and they are native speakers. So definitely they have that American accent. So when they are speaking, I faced lots of difficulty to understand them. So that's why
Hmm.
I suggest everybody that
Hmm.
whenever you are getting time, you can just listen to native speaker. That doesn't mean that you are trying to pick
You,
that
you,
accent.
you know
No.
what? I have a story regarding this accent fact. When I was
Mhm.
in my third year of my university, we were debating in an online tournament, I guess, and there were a team from Vietnam and South Korea. Their accent was so strong that most of the time when they were speaking, we couldn't understand what they were saying. Like we were speaking
Mm,
in favor of our point of view, we were giving our logical argument, but we are not giving any rebuttal because we didn't we didn't hear anything. What were they saying?
understood.
Their accent was totally out of our understanding.
Right, right. I told you that when I was in America, so I faced so many different accent. They
Hmm.
all are American, but their accent is different, and someone's accent is so difficult that it's not possible to understand.
Hmm. I
So
got you. So,
that's
Momita,
why I.
can you answer this question? Like, why you were in America? What were the reasons? Like study or any family uh, yeah,
Mhm.
issue?
No, that's completely due to my husband's job.
Oh, and you
Mhm.
came back to India now, living in which part? West Bengal?
Yes, we are living in West Bengal.
Mm, that's completely fair. So
So
I hope people will learn more from you, and because you have real life experience.
yes, not expert, but I feel blessed that I got all those exposure.
Yeah.
That when I spoke, I used to speak with them, so they didn't feel anything like my accent. They could understand everything
Hmm.
except some mispronunciation. Okay, that's why I was telling you that accent is really not a problem, but we should pronounce every word correctly.
It depends on their perspective. If you are trying to
Definitely.
improve your skills for communication purpose, but you are focusing on little bit grammatical item like article pronunciation or any other item, I would say skip that part. Focus on speaking, try to explain yourself and try to see what the your counterpart is understanding you or not. If your counterpart is
Right,
satisfied with your accent or everything, then you are completely fine. So I believe people need to understand why they are learning and
right.
what's their motive. So tell me
Okay.
what
Mm-hmm.
inspired you and throughout
It's
your
been
journey.
I upload videos on YouTube because when I was in USA, I was completely off from my like I used to take preparation for other jobs also, and I had a group, I had a batches. I had 4 to 5 batches that from international companies. So I was I was feeling, I was felt motivated that why I am not doing anything else, and due to the change my country, there was some rules and regulations, so it was not possible for me to go out and take any job. And due to my situations also, I had a small baby, so that's why I was thinking that what can I start. Then I thought, let's work on myself, that I my communication skills should be better. Then I started, and when I started these so many conversation videos started coming on my feed, and I thought, okay, let's start this video conversation video because that will help me to boost my
Yeah.
confidence level, and definitely it will help me to get fluency fast. So that's why I started, and it's going on. So I previously also I told you that my genre is mathematics. So I now it's been almost 2.5 months. We have been living in India again. So again, I
Mm.
am planning to start something with mathematics.
Uh,
But this journey is also wonderful. That's why and I need more improvement. That's why
mhm.
this journey is going on. And along with that, I am thinking something else also.
Yeah, that's understandable. You know what people actually want? People want good content, valuable information. If your information and content is spot on, then what you are showing, how much fancy thing you are showing, it doesn't matter. And if your content is not good,
Right.
then no matter how fancy or how lucrative
Hmm.
decoration you might have done, it's not gonna help you. I'm talking about YouTube algorithm. It's about people approach, people response, and how they are taking your message.
Right. Definitely. I believe that. I believe that because I have seen so many channels there, uh, they are just providing good content, the original thing, and they are trying to help people. And
Yeah,
there are no other things like not showing up anything, not the good, like different blackboard and any other different object, nothing. But they are getting many views, and their channel is just growing, growing, growing. So that's why it's a fact. This is fact.
yeah, and if you want to attract more audience, you need to create content based on their interest. Like if you always try to suggest them, people don't like suggestion. They like
Mhm.
authenticity. If you share your life journey, how you learned, how what types of process you have gone through, people will relate with you. Rather, if you try to
Mm,
be an expert, but if you are not, then people gonna ignore you. So authenticity and
definitely.
showing the real version of yourself is the key to attract audience. If you do mistakes, doesn't matter. People
Doesn't
will,
matter, right?
yeah, yeah,
So people watch conversation video, and when we all are having conversation, we are making mistake, right? Then
yeah,
why people watch this kind of video? Because they try to know that how to have conversation, how to hold conversation, how to give reply, how to ask question. So many things we can learn. They all know that we are also making mistakes, and
yeah,
sometimes it happens that they can detect that mistakes, that this was not
yeah.
like that, it should be like this, but then also they watch because they can learn so many other things.
In Dr. There, what is important that despite all our mistakes or all our limitations, we are communities. We are exchanging our views. We are telling our story. It is more crucial part, and it is what people want to see.
Right,
So
definitely.
I guess we are running out of time, Momita. It's been my pleasure, and
Yes,
it was wonderful conversation. I'm really looking forward to talk with you again and again. And
so we can discuss so many other topic, and we can discuss many things because uh, this was really an amazing conversation. I enjoyed the whole conversation.
yeah,
So thank you so much. Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you, Momita. Have a good day.
Okay,
We'll meet
bye.
again.
Yes,
Yeah. Till then, have a good time.
yes, yes, same to you.
Yeah.